Okay, so here we go. This is how I do an oil change. This is the simple method. I use one of my old containers that's empty. I cut the side out of it so I can drain the old oil out. And I actually already did it because I wanted to show mine's just dirty. I've shown other ones that look like chocolate milk. So I use this to weight that down, and I actually cut a notch. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. In that, so the hose can go lower than the base of the engine where the oil sump is. And on this, the 8kW, which they don't make anymore, you have to fill it through the dipstick hole. And I used to just disconnect that bolt there, take it right out, set it over there. I'd loosen this one up. I would move the arm because then it'll swivel back out of the way, and I would pour the oil right into that spout, which you can see next down. So if you pour too fast, that spout will fill right up and it'll come right back at you. So, and the other thing, that's the spent oil filter, but I fill it with oil before I put it on. I take the spilled little bit and I put it on the rubber ring so the rubber ring doesn't grab and kink up. And then I just go like that, and all the oil that you put in it will basically be absorbed by the filter material inside, so there won't be anything to spill when you put it back on at an angle. So this particular engine takes 1.8 quarts of oil. So and it's always approximate for Generac. I don't know why they don't know how much oil to put in their own. So I keep 2 empty quarts, and one of them is marked. Like, I can't see because the sun's on the face of my Swiss Army Apple iPhone. But you can see 1.5 is marked and 1.8 is marked. And the 1.8, all I did is use the calculator on my phone, and I did the milliliters, 946 millimeters in a quart times 0.8 is 758 point something. So let's see, that's 600, that's 700. That's a little over halfway, so that's 50 something. And I put that in there. And people ask me, they say, Huck, does selenium? No, that's not what they ask. They say, do you have to do the complete service A when you service your generator? And today is a little over 2 years. I write right on my oil filter the date of the oil change. It's been 2 years, and you can go 2 years or 200 hours on the machine. And because mine only runs the exercise 90% of the time, I don't hit 200 hours. So I do the oil change. I do the oil filter, 1.8 quarts of oil, and I call it a day. I've only got one spark plug. It's pretty good. The filters, they last a long time, so I'll check it again. I didn't check it yet today. And the other thing is they say to run a 26-hour battery, which is around the bare minimum cold cranking amps. This right here is a die-hard gold 35-2, and it fits perfectly in my generator. and it's got some kick-ass starting current on it. So mine's never sluggish, let's put it that way, in the cold weather, because the batteries are affected. And that pretty much covers that. I can't think of anything else. That's how I do my oil change. And I'll take that back. I have another empty Mobile One container that says used on the caps. And I'll dump this old stuff in. I'll take it back to Wally World and get another 5-quart container and leave the old stuff there. The one thing you want to do is remember, when you're done draining the oil, nothing's coming out, you put that cap back on, you put it up where it gets stored. I can't see nothing in the screen. And I put mine back in the holder, because if you don't, you might be pouring 1.8 quarts straight through the engine and into that container down there, and that'll just cost you a little extra money. And yeah, it's got me once so far. So yeah, it can happen. And that's about all I got. So hope somebody can learn a little bit.